Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I got this sunset eye look using some of my old favorites. I'm also going to be sharing some funny stories along the way. So if you want to have some fun and see how I got this look, just keep watching. Also make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on a thing. Sorry, I was listening to my music. It's such a good shadow for Shimma Shimma by Makeup Geek. For the inner corners I did here, and it just brightens everything up so good, and you can use it as a highlight. It's so multi-purposeful and it just works so good. It's like that perfect champagne color, you know, especially for somebody like me that's like Casper the Friendly Ghost right now. Most people probably aren't in this time of summer, but I am. So I have to fake and bake basically. Get some tan another way. But yeah, and I just kind of blend that in with my brush just to, you know, help it kind of look a little bit more natural so it's not like this huge stripe across my face. But anyway, yeah, like I haven't used these shadows in a minute and they are so good. I forgot. But anyways, it's nice to pull out your old good favorites. But yeah, so I'm just kind of brightening up that inner corner and part of my lid. And then I think I'm going to just go for like a warm golden look today. But yeah, if you brighten that inner corner, it makes your eyes pop so much more and actually make you look more awake than you actually are. Because I swear I'm going off of, you know, like my regular 4 or 5 hours of sleep, unfortunately. But, which I don't recommend, as I said in my last video. Make sure you get as much as sleep as possible because, whew, this morning I woke up a beast. But yeah, I got my caffeine, so I'm working on that right now. But yeah, so anyways, just working with that. I even pulled out my, remember these guys, the Milk Cosmetics? I love these shadows still. I mean, you want to talk blackest black? Look at that. Like, it is the best. Oh, and I love that like peachy iridescent color. Ooh, I might use some of that too. I love that. So pretty. So anyways, let's just play around with the look. I think this is called Chickadee if I remember correctly. Everybody was like obsessed with these back in the day. And sometimes I just like going back to my old favorites, you know. I mean, obviously Makeup Geek is still a thing, but yeah, you know, there hasn't been many new palettes or any new products mainly this year come out. Obviously, probably because of everything going on right now with the pandemic and factories closing down and things like that. So it's understandable, obviously, but yeah, usually I look so forward to the summer collections because, sorry, I'm like looking for my brushes around. But yeah, I mean, look so forward to the new collections that come out in summertime because they're usually just wild, you know, and fun. And I'm a sucker for packaging like most people probably are. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's been one of those years, so, well, I say one of those years like we've ever had something like this before. Well, not in my lifetime anyways. But yeah. So right now I'm just kind of mixing up colors like that Cocoa Bear. You remember that? It was so good. It's like this just warm chocolatey brown. It's very, very pretty. It's great just to deepen up and warm up that crease. And I'm using the trusty tried and true Sigma brushes. The E40, I believe it is. Yeah, the E40. I love this blending brush. Like, it is one of my favorites. It's like big. It doesn't, it just helps blend everything out so easily that you don't have to sit there for 9 million years until your arm is ready to fall off, you know what I'm saying? So, God, I should have clipped my hair back. It's getting in my way. But yeah, anyways, funny story. While I'm doing this, we went to the store briefly, and me and my husband keep joking around about like people going in their cars. We see them driving around in their cars with masks on and they're by themselves. I don't know, it's just like hilarious to me because we're like, okay, you're in your car, you're by yourself, and you're wearing a mask. Why?
Okay, so we just got back from the store, and can somebody please explain to me why people are wearing masks inside their car when they're all by themselves? I just don't understand.
I don't know. It's just, maybe there's a reason for it. I'm just lost on the reason of why, you know, but that's just me. Well, no, it's not just me, because I've heard other people say the same thing, like joke about it and laugh about it. But I mean, hey, if it makes you feel good to do so and it makes you feel safer, then oh, you do you, boo-boo. I don't know what to say. If it makes you feel better, go for it. So yeah, I'm just like deepening up that outer corner. I forget the color. I have so many of her shadows, the Makeup Geek shadows. It's unbelievable. When they first came out, I'm telling you, I went ham and probably bought all of them, or just about all of them, including her blushes. I mean, the blushes, I'm still a big Tarte fan. I still say the Amazonian Clay Tarte blushes. Sorry, my lights are probably like blinding. Sorry, there, better can see. Anyways, the Tarte blushes are still my favorite, but yeah, I mean, these aren't bad either, you know. We all know that blush is the first thing that goes off of your face anyways. So, I mean, it is probably very difficult to make a blush that won't, but yeah, I don't know. Tarte's got that in the bag. And then another one of my absolute favorite blushes is the Hourglass Ambient Light blushes. Again, those don't last as long on your face, but they're just so pretty and so radiant. You know how Hourglass is, though. I mean, they're my favorite highlighters too. One of my favorite highlighters. Just because they're so subtle and just beautiful, you know. It gives you that, like everybody says, within glow type of deal. But you know what I mean. It just really does make your skin look beautiful without, you know, looking like a zebra stripe across your face. Because some people, I mean, including myself, we know we go overboard with the highlight, but, you know. And I swear you never realize it until you get in the car and you pull down that mirror. You ever notice that? You pull down your sun visor and all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, I think I went a little bit heavy on the highlight. And then you're trying to like kind of like blot it with your hand, or if you're lucky and you have a tissue in your car or something. But yeah, that's happened to me a few times. But that's why I will check several different mirrors and lights inside my home. Like our bathroom lights have huge LEDs and show pretty much every single thing known to man on your face, which I kind of wanted because that's where I do my skincare and all of that. So I wanted to be able to see really well in my bathroom. But yeah, sometimes in the morning, oh good grief, you walk in there and you flip on the lights and you look in the mirror and you're like, holy crap, I look like the Crypt Keeper. Like, these lights are just not flattering at all. They show everything, literally everything, and it's scary in the morning. You don't want to see all that first thing in the morning. But anyways, so yeah, that would be my suggestion with highlight. You know, we all go a little bit crazy and heavy-handed with it sometimes, but just do some double checks before you leave the house. Because once you get in the car, it's definitely game over. It is what it is. You know, you can try your best to blend it out in your car with a tissue or even in your hand, but it's so much easier before you leave the home. So that's definitely one of my tips for everybody. So yeah, just deepen it up. And then I think I'm going to use, I don't know. I really love this peachy color by Melt Cosmetics. It's called Amelie. Yeah, I'm totally butchering that, I'm sure. But it is beautiful. So I think I'm going to use some Fix Plus. Get some on my brush to really chrome it out. So get a little bit of that on the brush. Let's see how chromy we can get this. Oh, that's pretty. It's subtle but pretty. But yeah, I'm telling you, Melt Cosmetics are just known for their pigment, I tell you. They're one of those brands, even their lipsticks. I've picked up a few of their lipsticks, and wow, do they distribute some color. Which is, you know, really nice and everything. You just have to be very, very careful with it because like that black color or even this bluish gray color, whew, you can get in trouble real fixated. Yeah. All of a sudden it can look like you have a black eye, so be careful. But yeah, this is a really, really pretty color. See, when you go back to your old favorites, sometimes it's nice because then you just fall back in love with them. As long as they're not expired, obviously. Like, you know, go through your makeup and, you know, I think shadows last the longest, obviously. I just threw out a ton of my lipsticks, but yeah, it's so sad. We spend so much money on all this makeup and then we have to like throw it out after a few months because it gets expired. Some people have asked me like, how do you know when it's expired? I mean, you can actually go online and it will give you timelines, but also I tell people all the time, lipsticks you can see and you can smell when they're going bad, so just watch out for that. They will like kind of change color in a sense, and they just won't have that same smell. They'll actually like stink, and you know they're no good. They need to go bye-bye. But blushes and shadows and things like that, it's much harder. So by that rule of thumb, you really want to look online and see. I forget exactly all of the timelines for it, but yeah, it will tell you. It will give you a list. I think it's like 6 months to a year or something like that, but yeah. You'll also be able to tell with your shadows as well if they get really old. I mean, where you definitely shouldn't use them. They will, you know, start crumbling and just not look right. But, you know, I've just repurchased certain palettes that I'm ride or die for, especially if they're still available. Sadly, a lot of mine were limited editions, so then I can't find them. Unless you want to spend the money and buy a new one off of eBay, which then you don't know even what you're getting a lot of times. So I'm gonna blend that out with, I think it's peach smoothie it's called, or creme brulee. I can hear my dog outside going crazy, barking up a storm. Jeesh, the neighbors must love us. I swear, we've owned probably, I want to say like 5 Pomeranians. We love them. They are the sweetest, most adorable lap dogs in the world. But our newest addition, Abel, that I think we showed in one of our videos, I'm not sure, but I'll actually put in pictures of her. She's so adorable, and she's such a sweetheart, but what a yapper, I tell you. Our last dog, Kaylee, unfortunately passed away like a year and a half ago. She was another black Pomeranian, and she was the best dog ever. I mean, she would rarely ever bark. You know, the only time she would bark is when, you know, people were coming. She was a good alert dog, I say. But yeah, this one, I mean, she's still a baby. She just turned 2, so, you know, she'll probably calm down as she gets older, but she's just Miss Yappy Pants. She will bark literally at everything and anything. A bird flies by and she'll bark, or, I mean, anything. Sometimes I swear, we have the fireplace in our living room, and she will sit there and bark at her own reflection, and we're like, Ava, it's you. It's not another dog. Relax. But yeah, she's comical. She definitely has, they have their own personalities, you know. But each one of them is so different. It's crazy. Like, even Kaylee, our last dog that I was telling you about, we had her along with her brother, Caden. It was Kaylee and Caden. And he had a completely different personality than even his sister. And they were from the same litter and everything else, but like, he was a little bit more crotchety, and I don't want to say mean, but no, he was a little bit more aggressive than her. Maybe because he was male, I don't know, but he, yeah, if he didn't know you or something like that, we would tell everybody, like, you know, don't just go right up to him, you know, he's gotta kind of get to know you first. Whereas Kaylee, I mean, we never worried about her. She wouldn't hurt a fly. She wouldn't, you know, bark or yell or anything. Yeah, I say yell, yap or whatever, or nip at anybody. She was just like the sweetest dog ever. Even with my little nephew that was a baby at the time, he would, you know how babies do. They like tug on their tail, and you tell them no, no. But yeah, she knew, you know, that he was a baby. And whereas Caden, we would just like keep him away from my little nephew, just in case, you know, nothing ever did happen, but, you know, we didn't want it to accidentally. So anyways, but yeah, I tell you, each dog is definitely different. I think I'm gonna blend that shadow in with this other like goldy champagne color from Makeup Geek, her chrome foil shadows. They're really pretty. Maybe I'll do that with my finger. I'll get better pigment that way. Yeah, there we go. And do it to this eye. Oh, these nails, it is hard, I tell you. I love getting my nails done, but I think she went a little ham and got a little happy with getting some long ones on there, because I don't usually go this long. But I mean, she did a wonderful job. They look beautiful and I love them, but they're hard to work with, I tell you. Even when I'm like editing my videos or doing something like this, I feel like I'm gonna poke my eyeball out. But so yeah, sometimes it's much easier. You'll get a lot more pigment if you just like get it on your ring finger, just press that in, especially to your inner corners or whatever, you know, and then just blend it in together once you get the color saturation that you want. But yeah, I got a little sunset look going on, which is kind of perfect since the sun is setting, although it wasn't really that sunny today. It's kind of like drab and dreary, but I can't wait. As long as it's nice next week, I will be happy, 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 because we're going away, finally going on vacation. I can't wait. So I am a beach girl. I grew up in California, part of my life next to the ocean, and I swear it is just like my serenity. And my husband's very, very similar, even though he didn't grow up near the beach or anything like that, but he appreciates the ocean just as much as I do. So that is our like place to go. We love it. So we normally go up north, and you know, obviously the beaches are a little bit more cold, but they're just nice and calming and relaxing. And you know, we'll go look at lighthouses that they have up there, and like Cape Cod area and whatnot. And if you've ever been to like Provincetown, oh, it's a blast. I swear, it is so much fun. And you look at all the sailboats and go to the little shops that they have, and it is so, so much fun. But yeah, so we're really looking forward to that. I don't know how much is going to be open for us to do, but that's okay. So we're staying at a friend's beach house, because I was definitely like, no, not staying in any hotels right now for sure. Because way back in the day, I used to clean hotel rooms, and I don't want to scare anybody, but yeah, they are not the cleanest places. I don't care if it is a 4 or 5-star hotel. Like, no joke, I watched this one time about if somebody takes a black light in there, that you'll be freaked out what you find. I mean, I don't, again, want to go into too much detail. People will never go to another hotel again in their life, but yeah, just be careful. Like, go in there. If you are going to go away, go in and spray it all down with Lysol. Bring your own bedding, I would suggest. You know, play it safe, because obviously, you know, people go away, they do things. I'm not going to get into detail. You can use your imagination, but yeah, just bring your own stuff. Clean up the room, because the chambermaids don't always do a great job. I mean, I don't know every hotel, but I know back when I did, you know, you get a certain amount of time to clean the room. So you kind of have to like rush through it. And so it's not always clean to the best of anyone's ability. And it's not their fault. It's not the chambermaid's fault or anything like that. It's just, you know, a lot of people are pigs, especially when they go on vacation. I mean, God, some of the stuff that I saw, I would hate to see these people's homes, like, that they lived in. I mean, I hope they just were that way because they were on vacation and said, oh, screw it, I don't have to clean it anyway, so who cares? But, wow, if their houses are like that, God, ugh. Just saying, so I just put, you know, the really dark, like, cocoa brown color in the crease, deepen that up. I always raise mine up high, again, because I have hooded eyes. And then I use that Milk Cosmetics, that iridescent orange on the lid, kind of over top of the shimma. I left that in the corners, just to brighten up those inner corners there, as you see. And then I also use the gold foiled shadow and just kind of use my finger and blended that out into the orange, into the iridescent orange. So it gives that like just sunset glow type of look. So you get the idea there. I know these lights are really, really bright, so it's hard to see, but hopefully you can see the definition in there. But yeah, just take a pencil brush and use some of that Creme Brûlée color and hit the bottom there, outer corner. And then put some liner and some mascara on, and I'm good to go. I'll show you the finished look when I'm done. Good? Good. Bye, guys.